Hello everyone, welcome to The Source. Today is April 20th and this is Standing Rock Pipeline. Standing Rock Pipeline. What is Standing Rock Pipeline, you ask? A humanitarian project pipeline, one stop for all humanitarian projects, efficiently and effectively funding and implementing all projects by priority voted by humanity. It is a collaborative governance system mapping all standing rocks around the world and managing and implementing best practices and solutions to a point where there never is such situations again. It's We the People media. Turn the cameras on. Millions of global game changers broadcasting news and updates of all standing rocks around the world and all information for a better world. This is the building of a website, a major website that shows up in the world that we all collaborate and co-create to be that one-stop shop for all humanitarian projects, to be the central location for all collaborative governance, to be the We the People media headquarters for all media of all global game changers around the world. And this is uniting all leaders, all organizations. You know, the intention is to bring together 7.5 billion human beings around one focused issue, which is bringing in a better world. And how do we get there? And many of us know that building the resource-based economic system for the planet is the finish line. And we're building it now. And there's many projects that are a piece of that. And this Standing Rock Pipeline is to be the rallying point because everyone has already rallied around Standing Rock. Those that showed up there, those that have been there, those that are around the world united around the fact that it's not right what happened and what's happening at many sites around our planet and how our Earth is being treated and how resources are being used that shouldn't be used when there's better sources and whatnot. And there's so much more that goes into that, but just to be the rallying call, because the attention of humanity for the past, 6-12 months especially, has been around that area and what's happened. We've rallied and united all the tribes around the planet in that. So using the Facebook groups of Standing Rock, which there's 100,000 people in some of those groups, and there's so many groups that are 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 people. So when I do media myself, anytime I have a chance to share anything that will rally those hundreds of thousands of people, I go straight to there as one of my big media launches. There's also the Bernie Sanders groups, and there's other groups that are extremely passionate as well. But there's never been something that's united all tribes through a technology like the internet in a way that we can launch a website through those networks, through all those individuals uniting around one website launch, and then all fill out the humanitarian project pipeline with all of our humanitarian projects, and then project manage them out all together through live shows, through collaborative governance models, and while broadcasting everything that's happening around the world through our own We the People media. To be a website that hosts those three major pieces is going to further this paradigm shift in a major way. And it's very focused. It's very much planned out and ready to go. Now it's just bringing together the co-creators, the collaborators on this live show to bring role players in of all the different roles, from people that like to do minutes at a show, take notes, people that like to be hosts can step into this and be hosts, people that like to project manage can step in and lead the project management, people that do social media and marketing can promote this show, people that like making videos can make great videos to promote this show and promote what we're doing, people that everything you can think of, all the roles of an organization or a business those are the individuals that we're putting the call out to join us and to collaborate and co-create this mega website and this show, and to bring on to this show all those individuals around the world and organizations around the world that are already a part of Standing Rock, that are already a part of any Standing Rocks around the world, that are doing the groundwork, so that we can hear what's going on around the world at all the different locations. We can hear what solutions, what best practices are working, and we can shine the light on those solutions and bring those to all the other Standing Rock situations around the world, to those leadership teams, and share all of our best practices with each other, so that we can eliminate all the different issues of our planet, and really focus on the solutions, which are the high-level solutions, which will be in that humanitarian project pipeline. Things like free energy for our whole planet, and perfect health for all, and sustainable building around our planet, sustainable uses of resources for all uses of resources, clothing for everyone, warmth and shelter, and healthy food for all, and clean drinking water for all, and divine education for all, and honoring life and earth everywhere, happiness and spirit for all life, for all humanity, and abundance and prosperity for all. And these are some high-level solutions that can be implemented through our humanitarian project pipeline in a very efficient, effective way. But first and foremost, if we can rally all those activists around the world that are doing it in their local areas with their local projects, to make sure there's no pipelines going through their land, or any waters being poisoned, or whatever the issues are, if we could rally the activist energy together here now and address those situations around the world, then we can really focus on the high-level solutions and implementation of the high-level projects, which are a little more in the clouds to people. They can't really rally behind them. They can't really connect yet to free energy for a whole planet or perfect health for all. So we start with where the energy's at, where the activists are focused, and in areas that really touch their hearts. And we bring them together, and we set up a space for them to share the highest solutions with each other, and whatnot. So I'm going to show briefly here, I'm going to show some of the systems we already have set up for this show. Essentially, all these shows on the source are, they're very beta. They are, we haven't had our grand, official launch of any of the shows. Once we put out our letters to co-creators and collaborators, and we invite all the leaders and organizations to join us in co-creation, it becomes more official, as the first show that's the official launch could have 25, 50, 100 people, town council style, when we do that, a first official launch, and we all can present at a high level what's going on and what the best practices are, and then we do that ongoing as a regular feature. So I'm going to go ahead and show some of our systems that we have set up so far. Like here is our project management space document that we have created, and it's nearly complete, from mission statements to roles to ideal collaborators list, for all of us to list people and organizations that would be great collaborators on this project or any of our projects, to creating a chat space, which we already have one of those, which is at the URL www.waterprotectorsunite.com, to our weekly show, to our weekly newsletter, which we share updates of the projects, social media push, where we share the best social media like information, messaging that we can all share, messaging together, to previous episodes, listings, meeting minutes, We're on the first few phases right now: introduction of concept, project management, showcasing of systems, and identifying roles. So we're at the beginning phases, bringing ideal collaborators live on the weekly show, and writing a letter inviting ideal collaborators. These are some of the systems that we've been building out within this project management space. This is a letter to ideal collaborators. Dear co-creators, we would like to extend you the invite to join us for Standing Rock Pipeline, our live interactive project management show. What is Standing Rock Pipeline, you ask? Humanitarian Project Pipeline, one stop for all projects, efficiently and effectively funding and implementing all projects by priority voted by humanity. Collaborative governance, mapping all standing rocks around the world and managing and implementing best practices and solutions to a point where there never is such situations again. We the People media, turn the cameras on. Millions of global game changers broadcasting news and updates of all standing rocks around the world and all information for a better world. Thank you for all you are and do. We are uniting all leaders and organizations to build out the resource-based economic system for our planet. And Standing Rock Pipeline is an important piece that will further unite all the tribes and focus the attention of all global game changers around the world. A space for implementing solutions for all to have a voice. Let's come together. Let's collaborate. Join us and share what you're doing and how others can get involved with your projects. If you would like to schedule your introduction and showcase what you're doing, complete this form and we will promote your interview or feature in advance via social media and email lists. Join us Thursdays, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time from PC, Mac, Linux, iOS, or Android, or call in. Or if you're international, there are numbers to call in from as well. And join us at waterprotectorsunite.com. It will take you to our Slack chat project management space where we are already converging, forming a global water protector team and collaborative governance team that oversees all standing rocks everywhere and guides what actions we take as a consulting force. Thank you. And then here is just our basic Excel for listing our ideal collaborators so that we can all contact them. And that is about it. So we're live. We should have that first official launch show very soon. And we will share these documents so everybody can invite ideal collaborators and be a part of the project management. And this space is open every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to come together and talk about the solutions and how we're going to get there. So thank you for joining us, Misty Fredericks, and I am Rich. Come on in. What's going on with you guys? What do you feel around this project?
Well, personally, I love the project, as you know, and I have a question on that form. I didn't catch it. Did it have the phone number to dial to call in instead of using Zoom?
Yes, it did have the phone numbers as well on there. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I love the letter. I think it's perfect. I don't know what other changes you could make to improve it, honestly. I don't know, Richard, what do you think?
So far, everything feels good. I didn't feel anything while you were reading it. I was just,
Cool. You guys are pretty tuned in to Standing Rock, and have you guys been watching the process? And what's your experience so far with what's happened there, and how it's what's happened, how the interacted there, and what's happened since. And, what do you guys?
Well, for me, like I'm enjoying getting on these calls. These calls are very, very beneficial. just to join in and connect and see what everybody's doing. And I've been able to make some great connections myself through this. It's been such a blessing, truly. So I'm loving how everything is unfolding. It can seem to be overwhelming because how in the world could we unite everybody and everything? But you guys are doing a fantastic job. Just wonderful at doing this. I'm happy to be a part. Anybody who wants to be a part, I mean, I know you guys have wonderful ideas and wonderful passions that you want to do with life and your life and how you want to impact the world. As we all probably know by this point, the best way to affect the world and to improve it is to improve yourself and do your self-work. So I believe that the people coming to these calls are already doing that, and we're just ready to expand it, like you're doing. So it's just so encouraging. I just really encourage people to find your passions. This is a wonderful resource and a way to make it a reality. Co-collaborate with other co-creators that we are. So I mean, that's basically my experience, and I know once as this keeps going here shortly, as we're able to share things more, especially on paper, because there's a large community of people who don't have access to internet, but they could easily join these calls by phone if they need to, and they just want to see some paperwork on it. So I'm looking forward to this letter and getting it out in my community personally. And that's where, we've been doing this stuff for a long time over the internet and connecting with people long distances and so on, but and it's great. But wherever you're at, you've got all these people right around you. They're all right around you. Just get the information to them, and see who shows up and see who responds.
Indeed.
And don't worry about who doesn't.
Exactly. And Richard, you and I talked a lot about what Standing Rock really was for on the higher level. Why, and the higher understandings of what's really happening, instead of just it's this terrible thing's happening, like on an energetic level, what's happening, in this, everything's in perfect divine order and flowing in the direction of a better world for all.
Well, yes, exactly. Let me put you back on my headset. Alrighty. Well, there's so much things going on from a higher conscious point of view, let alone what's happening right here in the physical right now. And I feel that one of the biggest call outs right now for everyone in the Standing Rock pipeline issues, or any issues that are going on related to these kind of issues, is for all those individuals that feel that things ain't moving the way they want them to move, that they feel that they run into roadblocks, obstacles, etc. This is the group right here that's going to help break all those walls, break any obstacles that we have. Because it's not just in physical that you're communicating with us three. There's a whole lot of other things going on with consciousness that are assisting us to help break down some of these walls or obstacles that are here. So one of the biggest things right now is for us to learn to, again, communicate with each other, share our concerns, bring all that stuff forward. As a collective that we are here, we're also helping create outcomes and assisting those individuals that are coming in here. But I think the biggest call out right now for all individuals that are out there listening to this video is, if you feel that it's time to unite with others, that you feel that there's some sort of guidance or there's something that's pushing you towards us, I mean, those are the time, it's time to start following your feelings, trusting what you're feeling. Because at the end of the day, this organization, it's about learning to trust each other and learning to trust every individual that's here working with us, because we're working for a greater good. And as you guys bring these issues, situations to us, then we as a collective, because we are being guided, because we do have assistance from a higher consciousness to move past some of these issues or problems, we could actually, as crazy as it sounds, we could actually get through certain things. And I'm getting an image right now of when I went to, actually you were there, Dorian, weren't you, when we went to Earth Day in Arizona?
Arizona, that was the, uniting of tribes, the north and south, the
right.
Eagle, Quetzal, Condor.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That was when we and you were in the truck, right? When we went to the sacred. Okay, this is the image that I got. That ceremony, how we all suddenly showed up there. When the people that were trying to get us to go over there, you remember what they were telling us? They were telling us they're not going to let the dog in. We're not going to be able to go behind the blocked areas because security, because of this, because of that. All this stuff was being shown, was told. But again, it was through old indigenous people that have no idea of the new consciousness, the new energies that exist today. Yeah. So I was being shown, don't worry about it. Don't worry about nothing. Set your intentions, tell what you want, and watch when you guys go. Everything will happen the way it's supposed to. They don't allow dogs into this area, and they don't allow anybody to go behind these sacred sites, the walls, the blockage, or whatever they have there for not letting your average visitor go behind these places. So I told them, I was channeled some stuff right there and then to the individuals that were setting this tour. And when we went there, it wasn't a tour, it was actually a ceremony that we were being guided. And on our way up there, all these things happened. And then by the time we got to the location, it's funny because I set an intention that every person that was working that day was going to be somehow spiritually awake. And if they weren't awake, they were going to be guided or going to open to any of the information that we were sharing. And sure enough, we drove in there. They allowed the dog to walk in with us. We went all behind the sacred sites. We did what we had to do, what we were guided to do. And this is what I'm trying to show all the pipeline individuals is when you start bringing not only your personal guidance into this and allowing for all of us to come together as one, we could literally, our consciousness could change decisions of any individual out there that isn't for the highest good or greater good of all. But we have to believe and trust that we can. And I've seen it happen already. And that's just one scenario that me and Dorian were part of. Now imagine when we start bringing, hundreds of people together to try to get some of these things resolved. Trust me when I tell you this, the universe is on our side right now. These guys out there, yeah, they have power, they have energy, but you got to keep in mind, there's a lot of anger towards them. And remember, you're only going to get what you're putting out. So if there's a lot of anger and frustration being put to some of these places, well, we got to clear that stuff out first. So we could go in there with just purity, love, joy, and make the transition, make them shift through love and joy, not through hate and anger. We'll make people change through love and joy.
Indeed. Yeah, very powerful. Thank you for that example. Yes, there's been so many examples. Like my life has been like that for a few years now, especially out here in California, especially after letting go of my whole life and upbringing and all those attachments and giving my power away to all the matrix that we born ourselves into, to leave that. Cut all those cords and just go and do and follow your guidance. And with Standing Rock, when I first saw it come up in the news and everything, it didn't really, catch my attention that much. It was another one of these oh man, they're taking our resources, they're fracking, they're doing this, they're doing that. Yes, and yes. And it's interesting because there's of course we don't want these things to happen. We don't want this to exist on our planet. I don't want war. I don't want violence. I don't want rape and all the different things that exist. But there is a certain level of spiritual understanding that God is working on all beings and that we allow each their own experience. So there's that level of I'm here in California doing the best I can in my life and using the internet to globally do the best I can in the world, and using my spiritual powers, my power of intention and visualization of a better future, and positive thoughts and positive words, and vibrating at a higher and higher frequency to transmute all around the world, to bring in a better world, to be able to create a field around me that is that better world. And I can only be here in this place where I'm at right now, in California, and show up in my life and be here now, presence, and the person in front of me, to be with them, present, and transmute and clear anything with that individual that comes into my field. And that is what changes the whole world. We don't take action in the physical until we've already created the whole reality to then walk in that physical creation. So there's a whole, large gap here that a lot of humanity doesn't quite understand yet. But we have to create our whole reality first before we walk in it. Instead of walk in it, then be victim and to a reality that isn't our creation. That's what the Matrix is, essentially, is you're born in and you forgot that you're the creator, and you're just victim, and you're just like, all these people are above me, from parents to teachers to government leaders to family, friends, community, to religious leaders, to media, everyone, lawyers and accountants, and everyone's above you when you grow up, because you forgot you're the creator and you're the sovereign being that has no one above you. And the process of awakening is just the process of turning off all outside voices and going within and being with yourself and your own heart, and doing that through meditation and a lot of sleep, and going to nature and being with nature, and eating healthy to put within you the good vibrations. Because on the outside of you, there's a lot of bad vibrations out there. But what if you can, in the inside of you, only put high vibratory foods and medicines, and when you put shampoo or any of the different things on your being as well, to only put those high vibes on your being, and to the sun, and to take in those energies, and drink clean water, and like photosynthesis, like plants, they take in the sun, they take in the water. That's essentially what we are as well. We can do that. And food is fun too. It's a really fun thing. But try to go without food for a while. Try to only ingest medicines for a while. Try to wean yourself off of the addiction that is eating, and take in the sun and take in water. And then when you've weaned off of the addiction called eating, then at that point you can start to choose your food. When your body is telling you something, what you need, what medicines, what nutrients, then you can choose that donut, which is what I do. I love eating ice cream and drinking beers and having donuts. And any chance I get guided, and it shows in my field, I know that it's good for me, and I leap, I take it. It's the best thing in the world to be in your power and to have that strong guidance, to know that you are transmuting everything in your path, and you are the creator of your whole reality, and that you are on an energetic and spiritual level that creator, and that anything that shows up in your physical is actually a lesser form of your creation, because it's in the process of shifting. God is slow. God is slow. God is slow. That's one of the biggest things you need to know, is God is slow. It takes time to manifest, to shift things, everything in the whole creation. But you're way ahead, because you are creator. So like, you're way ahead of the physical creation. So all you got to do is just do your inner work and shift your thoughts and your words, and vibrate higher and higher by singing and dancing and playing and laughing and crying tears of joy, and expressing gratitude, and expressing everything to everyone in your life that hasn't been expressed, and being thankful and grateful for all that you do have. Putting your attention on what you wish to create and not on what you don't like to see in the world, and letting go of limiting beliefs, knowing that you're infinite, You're all that is. You're creator. You're this omniverse, multiverses upon multiverses upon multiverses, and expand yourself all the way out to that level. Expand your consciousness all the way out to the highest understandings in every subject area. Know that free energy already is here now. Know that perfect health is something already here now. Know that that the oceans are perfect and clean. Know that there are no nuclear, and nothing bad is ever going to happen. This is the perfect divine order of creation that you're a part of, and you can just choose higher, choose better. Know that the whales are begging us to think positive thoughts about the oceans and the health of the oceans. Know that the animals and plants and humanity, and we just want positive thinking. That's all we want here. We just want high vibrating beings here, so that we can be in paradise on earth and complete this mission here. And there's many more planets beyond earth that are inhabitable, and we can have star nations and star civilizations throughout the omniverse, and know that. And what that means is like literally like it already is. This is a multi-dimensional existence, and there's infinite realities. So for those of you that are tuned into aliens and all that and whatnot, and the angels and archangels and all that, yes, it all exists. The past and the future exist as well. It's all here now in this moment. So bring it all in. Know that all there is this now moment. Know that all life and all creation is in your vehicle right now. Your field, you can embody everything. You can call it in. Just say, I am. I am earth. I am sky. I am water. I am wind. I am fire. I am all the archangel. I am all the extraterrestrials. I am all the greats that have ever walked this earth plane. Martin Luther King Jr.'s and Mother Teresa's and all the different names. I am, I am, I am, I am. And just everything you can think of, just I am, I am, I am, because you're going to call it all in and integrate it all in and expand your field. And as you shed the low vibrating energies, as you shed all of the fears in the past and the traumas and the hurts and the pains and all the limiting beliefs, and shed them, and as you vibrate higher and higher, you're sending low vibrations back to source, and source is sending in high vibrations, and your field, your auric field is just growing and empowering all the way out to the point where you're a whole city, or you're a whole country, or you're a whole world, and everyone's in your field. And do those daily meditations where you go all the way up to the galactic center and all the way down into the inner center of the earth, and come back in and embody it and be that center of it all, and do that daily. And these are just some things, and this is a process that has taken some of us months, years to go through a transformation through doing a lot of these various tools and technologies and medicines. And but you are exactly where you're meant to be, and just to show up in your life and focus on the new world that you're creating, and just do each day do something that moves towards it, and just keep doing that, and let go of anything that's not your highest excitement. Only do what feels good. And if you're feeling enslaved in any way, walk away. Just stop and walk away. And if you need to speak your truth to somebody, if they're saying you need to do this or do that, and you're feeling that you don't get excited by doing those things, tell them and walk away. And it's interesting. What if you're facing a court and you can just say, I am the creator of my reality. I am the embodiment of God. I am here now. So know that you are in the presence of God, source creator. Know that your actions here now, you will have to, to deal with what you do here now. Mr. Court, Mr. Judge, Mr. Fake System, you know what you're a part of. You do know, don't you? And smile, and I know. So, here's your choice to go higher, to do the right thing. You have the power to whatever it is, to help a lot of people. And you can just say a couple words right now and it's done. think about the legacy you can leave, you know, like just be so blatantly honest and in your power in life to these leaders of the old free world, and just see it transform. Just watch it ripple through all of creation, all of your reality, when you're impeccable, and know who you truly are, and know the world that you're moving into is real and is now, and call it in. So thank you.
Thank you, Daron. Everybody listening to this video, I just got to tell you, Daron just summed it up for you in about 12 minutes. 12 minutes, he just gave you every tool you could possibly use to create your best life yet here on this planet, here, now, right now. So I'm so excited, Daron. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am going to enjoy sharing this video with all of my friends. Thank you.
Thank you.
So awesome, my brother. Thank you. We're on the same page, so.
Oh yes, yes, brother. We are brother and sister, bro, star and sister.
Yeah.
All right, you guys want to wrap this show up? What do you think?
I like that.
Yeah, no, it was a good show. I mean, when you were going at it, trust me, it was some things that I wanted to come out, but then at the same time, you said it, you know, so I was like, yeah, there it is, man.
That's flow. Perfect flow. Love it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I can't even add anything else to that except if any of those things struck anybody listening to this, just put it into practice. The most powerful meditation I ever did was the I Am meditation. And it was brought to me by, oh shoot, I can't remember his name now, it just left me. But anyway, it's I Am meditation. I am that, I am you. Here's what you do. Just if anybody wants to try this, I'm telling you. And this is Wayne Dyer, okay? He presented this. You write it down on paper. I am whatever it is you want to be. So, or for me, when I did it, I picked 4 things. I'm love, I'm wisdom, I am grateful, and I am powerful beyond measure. I am healed. So you write that down, you say it. I am healed, I am powerful, I am strong, whatever it is. And then you say, I am that. I am. And that is all those things. It will change your life. It will change your life. Blessings, and thank you so much. I really can't even add any more to this.
Richard, any last closing statements?
Peace, love, joy, and abundance to all. Enjoy I am that I am. And remember, I go by I am rich, and rich stands for remembering I create happiness, because we all are I am that I am. That was the name I was given the day one that I woke up, I am that I am. And was because it was one word when I got it, and shown to me, then eventually I was shown to put the comma in a certain place, because it was I am that, comma, I am. And again, but that's me. That's what I feel it. To each person has their view, but I always look at I am that is everything that's outside of me, no matter what it is. I am that. I am. I am that. Oh, that dog barking, I am that. I am. Oh, why would I want to hurt anything else that's outside of me? Because I am that. I am. So thank you.
Indeed, and this has been The Source, www.thesource.network, and we are the Solution 128 on Facebook. Join that community as well. And Richard here is I Am That I Am Rich, and join Trust and Allow on Facebook as well. And thank you all for tuning in. Bye, guys.